Okay, we are back for final round 8 of this Modern Challenge. We are on the draw. We're going to keep this hand and we'll see what we draw. I've got some interaction, we've got history, so maybe we'll be able to end this round on a good note of truly testing this card out. Elves again. Okay. So I want to get history out ASAP. I want to get path up. I'm probably jinxing myself by saying this, but I don't think they can do too much damage quite yet, especially if we can Thoughtseize and Path to Exile them next turn, and then hope to put some threats out. Okay, if they're attacking, that's a good thing for us. Yeah. A lot of Bitter Blossoms, but again, I need to be interacting with them right now. I can't be doing nothing. Lead the Centipede, Archdruid. So I think this is slow. Letting them draw cards is not going to be the worst because they'll have to then play them and I'll get the histories out. Company is different because it puts them into play. I have a path for an Archdruid, which will... So they'll play Archdruid next turn. I'll path it, untap, play history, and then they will have 4 lands, and then I'm leaving them with either their second Archdruid or Collected Company. So which one do I care about more? The thing was, Archdruid's going to make all their tokens big, or anything they get off Lead the Stampede big. And Collected Company could just get bad things. And the Archdruid is going to allow them to cast what they need with Lead the Stampede. Whatever they draw off Lead the Stampede. So I'm going to take an Archdruid, I'm going to path the next Archdruid, and have to kind of be at the mercy of Collected Company and Lead the Stampede, but hopefully that's not too big of a deal. So wastes, Archdruid. Oh, whoops, Lead the Stampede. Okay. Okay, so they have an Archdruid in their hand as well. Interesting. All right, well, they will be... So what they're going to do is cast these 2 things, then they'll have 3 mana to cast the other Druid. But then if I draw a land, I can path and cast another history, and then I'm actually racing them. So this is another matchup where I think having big creatures is going to be worth it. British Druid. Dwynen's Elite. And Archdruid. And then, okay, they're not attacking, so they did not want to trade. So I did want to land there because I would have really liked to cast another history and start getting in there for a ton. But I don't think I can let them untap with the Archdruid. So I guess I'll go Path Blossom. Just start getting creatures out there. And then I kind of just have to hope that they don't hit another Archdruid with Collected Company. And I can't do this on their upkeep because they can just tap the Archdruid for 5 mana, cast Collected Company, and then just do whatever they want. So next turn I'll have big creatures to attack with, start pressuring them a little bit. Yeah, then they can cast Collected Company. If they get an Archdruid or an Azuri or something with the oh, brutal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, why is Elves so popular right now? Alright, well, I would have otherwise been at some amount of life that was still alive, and I would have just died eventually. Man. I don't know if people are just building this deck better or what made it more popular, but something something happened here clearly. Gonna do something similar here. Kind of these are the questionable cards. I think Virtue's worth it. I think, yeah, cast out slow, but I think it's probably worth it. So it's basically like whether I want Thoughtseizes. And they had a lot of Lead the Stampedes and stuff, so maybe I do want this. And this over like Bitter Blossom Gideon are probably too slow. Do I want just like straight up life gain cards is the question. I mean, that's what Basilisk Collar is basically. I think this is good. All right, I'm gonna keep just on again on the back of Bitter Blossom Virtue. Hope I can slow them down at least a little bit with the Inquisition. But it feels like a mulligan's just too bad. Curious on all of your thoughts on this kind of whole approach to the Elves matchup here. It's not the one, not a one I play a ton of, and in the past I've done pretty well against it. I don't know if the builds are different or just being hit out. Or again, this is where maybe the histories are not good enough, right? Maybe we do want something more vertical, like a start finish, and then maybe some extra interactive cards. But I don't know that I've cut anything adding the histories that would have gotten any better for us, because like I said, it's mostly like start to finish or spectral processions that I'd be cutting. So all right, so Throne is tough, so they're gonna go Elves, Sentinel, Visionary. I mean, if they're attacking with creatures, oh no, they can tap creatures for mana, huh? So take this, slow them down, otherwise they can like turn 1 Elves, turn 2, 2-drop, 1-drop. I think this is how they cheese out a win, realistically, against my Bitter Blossom. Because they're not going to be able to attack well. They're going to unload their board pretty well, but I don't think that's too big of an issue. I don't really want to wait on getting creatures out. Like that's one less token is basically one more token is one more creature I get to block and kill. So letting them cast 2 things right now I don't think is terrible. So now I can go Virtue and push. It's basically whether they draw anything that I care about. And get greedy. I think I just can't let them draw anything that's big and worth it. And then next turn I can go Virtue push. So 2 mana now. Hopefully I don't draw Nettle Sentinel, or not Nettle Sentinel, whatever lets him attack or get 3 mana. Okay. So I'll do this. No need to get an untapped land yet. And I'm going to attack. If they want to trade off, that's good for me. Obviously, this is going to be bigger next turn, but they could have bigger creatures next turn too. Although, I should have something to potentially trigger Revolt. If they draw an Archdruid or something, so. Okay. That's good. For them, not for us. Is it Virtue or History? All right, Virtue. I think that's correct. So if I had played Vent, I would have had Vent open to attack or block with this turn, but that's okay. Land doesn't do anything later. And I'm leaving this up to trigger Revolt. Do I want to attack in the air? Probably. Again, shouldn't jinx myself, but I don't think I'm going to be blocking. I don't think they're going to be killing me. Still need a way to generate a ton of mana. Don't have that. Alright, so now Ghost Quarter can trigger Revolt. Yeah, it's okay. Alright. So attacking with Vent doesn't make it any better. Attack with everything. Vent can block. And I've got Path and Push Up. Yep, the less elves they have on the battlefield, the better. And then they'll be dead in the air next turn. Okay. So those games that they don't have much going on, Bitter Blossom's good, but otherwise it's too slow. I guess if I treat it more like a combo deck, I still don't think I want Surgical. I don't know that I want Disenchant just for the... Man, that card is a problem though. whatever it's called. Throne thing. But Collar and Soren gave me enough life. Wrath does it. Zealous does it. Might shave a Thoughtseize on the draw. I think the idea is they do have, I mean, they can tap and make mana with their creatures and start draining me. I might just do it. I think this is how they can cheese out a win. The rest of it I like. It's just a matter of whether I want the Thoughtseizes at all or not. I think I do. And I don't think I want Auriok Champions as just a life gain card. And I was looking at standings. I think if we win this, we do end up in some kind of prize pool, so that's good. I'm going to keep this on the draw. I've got interaction, I've got strong threats, long game's good with Vault, so. Mana's awkward, but don't think I can really afford to mulligan this hand. Okay, given it is a slow hand though, now I am going to push here because I don't want them to be able to empty their hand too quickly. And might see me cycle Cast Out, we'll see. Here's the Throne. Luckily, we do have an answer to the Throne in Cast Out. Okay, well, might be able to erase them pretty good here. No discard spells, which we'd almost want given what they're like. They haven't really been casting anything, so they probably have expensive spells in their hand. Alright, so I think we need to do some math here. Whether we want to bring in souls or leaving a persecution's nice. But I can always path an Archdruid and then cast persecution. So it's either 6 now, 6 next turn, that's 12. And next turn I flashback souls, and then it's 12. So 12 and 12, 24. Or if I bring back souls now, it's 4 now, and then 12 next turn. That's 16, and then the Fallen is a lot more. So I think it's, yeah, I think it's better if we do this first. Can leave open the path. So they could, and this is not life gain, right? It's just I lose life, so that should be okay. I don't think they can do that fast enough. So I do think pushing the Mystic turn 1 was correct. Okay, it's annoying, but not the worst. I think now I am going to cycle this because I do want to land. So I can go Virtue and Zealous Persecution next turn. Great. Don't need a Wrath. So this is 8. I don't think they have any way of sweeping me, so It's either 8 or I can do 12 right now. I think I'm going to do that. Do 12, put them to 4 with a bunch of flying vigilant 2/2s. All right, let's see what they've got. And obviously if they now deal with Virtue, I'm still have lethal. Okay, so out aggroed the Elves deck. It still had 7 cards in hand, and that does put us at 5-3. We were at 39th place before that. I think we need to get to 32nd to get our entry fee back. So should be good. Anyway, thank you all for watching. 5-3, not the best, but you know, not too bad overall. Definitely done worse with the deck. Definitely done better with the deck. So appreciate the support for everybody, and we will be back in the future with more videos. Thank you very much.